Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold you want to...
On second down, here's Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the red zone now, Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, back up. Liz. Hey, back up.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Hey, back up.
They'll run. Anderson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, 20.
On first down, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, Anderson. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. C.J. Anderson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. He knew what else he should do. If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running. And the Packers give him nowhere to go. MVP Malcolm Smith. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
20, 72.
On second down, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the foot. Ball at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Liz. Orange. Hey, back up.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And this one is incomplete. These two teams met in week 1 a year ago, and that went to the Packers in a slugfest 17-9. Now, remember, they also met in the NFC title game of the 2014 season. It was the Seahawks who prevailed there 28-22 on a Jermaine Kearse touchdown catch in overtime.
Hey, back up.
2nd and 10. Smith again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From the 50, it's Smith. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he completes it to Westbrook. He's to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
Shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Alpha. 4 down. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Set.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw is Brady. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. With it is Jackson. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, on. Regular. Orange. Hey, back up.
Smith on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Wait, 20. Here we go.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch for Bryant. He's got a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Brady, and Brady has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They go play action here on 1st down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 72 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Lamar Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are pouring it on. Perfection. You don't see it often, and they caught him by surprise.
And how about the guts to call it in that situation? Think you're going to get an easy 3? Instead, you turn it into 6.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield. To the 49. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
52. Orange. Regular. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to sling this. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. And the Packers can